Marco, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How was the international breaks? What, third one in the last 2 months?
Yes, something that was planned and normal for us. And as you know, in one side of the coin, if I can say, is a good sign that we have had 13, 14 players the last 2 international breaks away. Is a good sign. And the other side of the coin, of course, not the best time for us to work when you have plus 2 or 3 injured players. You have normal 7, 8 players to work with. But it's part of the plan. We knew what it's going to happen. Good for us that the game is going to be on Monday. Not just for us, of course, for Wolves too. That is going to give us time to recover the players that they come late. Like Raul, Bobby, the players that normally have to go for their content and journeys a little bit longer. And the game on Monday is going to give us the enough time to prepare.
And how have the players been since they've arrived back? Any injury issues at all?
You have three players. I can say 4 players for sure out. Issa Diop still out. Adama Traoré is going to be out too, plus Rodrigo, and Ty Francois is out.
Are they new issues? I mean, I know Issa was out,
Issa
potentially
from the game against Sheffield United. He
Yeah.
thought, okay, he's already on the pitch. He's doing individual work, and soon he's going to be with us. We believe a little bit step back from Adama from the last injury. Let's see, it's not going to take long time, we believe, but we have to take care of him. And Rodrigo was the injury against Man United in that game in his knee. Let's hope we have him probably in the middle of the busy period in December.
On injuries, I was reading an article that said that this season has been 15% more than the previous 4 seasons at this stage of the season. Is that something you've noticed, and any reasons why you think that is this year?
It's difficult to find the reasons. Unfortunately for us, it's being tough in this situation. Some key players, important players for us, and sometimes players from the same position that always create a different scenario and difficult scenario for us. It's difficult for us to find. I know, of course, I read that article as well, and difficult to say that is the reason is the A, B, C, or D. Of course, we try to understand why things happen. Okay, if you have knocks, or if you have like the injury of or Issa, or the injury of Tosin, for example, we knew from the last season that he was to do it, and was already planned that situation. Is something that is difficult to control. It's a knock, and probably in his feet. Okay, because normally don't have really many muscle injuries in the way we prepare, and we hope we continue in this way. About the reason why, I know that many people is talking about the last World Cup because it's the only new thing that you have in the middle. It's difficult to say that it was because the last World Cup, because the players after they had the period to rest and all that stuff, and it's difficult to say why.
Now, onto football. Before the international break, although the defeat to Villa, Raul Jimenez scored his first goal, how pleasing was it to see him get off the mark for Fulham, and how much do you want him to step up now in that role, without Mitrovic this year in particular?
It was really important for him. First of all, of course, didn't give us the chance to add points. We lost the game. It's not the same feeling when a player scored a goal and you lost the game, but the end was to take the heavy from that weight from that his back, and it's being tough for him, of course, now. I hope that he can keep working hard, because one of the things that he never gave up. He was not, and of course he shouldn't, but he never gave up. He's always there trying to help the team. Of course, scoring a goal was a lift for him, definitely, and we are going to see him more confident for sure. And as I said before, we are waiting for the goal because it was a consequence. The situation took longer time than we expected, and him as well. But now it's up to him to keep working hard and to play, if he can, more confident, and to be more confident in certain moments around the box, because he has the capacity to do it. He has the quality to do it as well, and it was important for him.
Is there any extra motivation going into Monday's game for him, taking on Wolves?
It's always a special. I believe I haven't spoken with him about it. I don't need really. All of us, we know that it's always special when you play against your former club, even when you were so long time there and you are so important player. He scores so many goals in that football club. Everyone loves him there. We know that he was so important for them in the last 4 or 5 seasons, and of course for that reason, probably is going to be more special for him. He's going to feel a little bit more, and this for sure is going to try to do their best to win the game and to score, and let's hope he can do it.
And finally for me, on Wolves, going up against a team that's in a very similar position to you in the table, does that maybe add an extra element to this game, that it's a team you really want to beat because you're in that same bracket in the league?
We have to react from the last, as I said, back-to-back defeats for first time this season, and we want to show a reaction. We know that the last month was tough for us after the international break. Tough schedule is true, but was tough for us in terms performance-wise. We have to do better. We know that. We was clear. We have not been consistent during all the matches. Some first half not so good. Very good reaction. Second half is being like that. The last, apart from the Man United game, that I have to say that overall during that game we were the better team on the pitch, and clearly we didn't deserve what we got from the game. That we were from the first half until the last minutes of the game, until we could see that sloppy goal. I have to say, we were there on the game. All the others, Brighton and Tottenham and Villa, we just reacted second half after not so good first halves. And of course, we want to see the team being consistent. Is something that we lack clear during the last month, and we want to react from that. We want to be consistent from the first minute. We know that we are playing Premier League, is always tough. At the other side, we face always very good sides as well, but we want really to do it from the first minute. And Wolves is a tough team to play against. They have been showing that. As you said, they are there around our position. They came from a great win against Tottenham last few minutes of the match. Of course, lift their confidence. They are confident to come here to keep their run, and we want to do the opposite. We want to react from the last game.
Thanks, Marco.
Thank you.
Marco, good to see you again. First international break, or the last international break for a while, is done with. This run into Christmas, the frantic festive schedule as well, it is a season-defining period for all in the Premier League, isn't it?
It is really important. Definitely, we are going to, from Monday, that is going to be the game against Wolves. We are going to play 9 games. With Wolves coming 9 games until 31st, December 31st. The load of the games is going to be big, to don't say huge. Of course, it's important to have all of them, our players, ready for that period. And of course, as you know, it's sometimes not long time to prepare for the next game. Always recover the players, analyze, and go quick for the next one. But it is what it is, and we are ready for that. You are used to do it as well. It's not the first time, and you know what means to that period. But before we have to and always like that, you have to think in each game in the right moment. The Wolves is the most important one. Is another opportunity for us to react, as I said before, and to add points for us and to win at home again.
I know you won't look any further ahead than Wolves Monday night, but also at home in the next month or so for you. You've got Burnley at home, haven't you? Nottingham Forest at home. You've spoken a lot about always wanting your side to play with courage, to play with conviction. They are huge games ahead for you, aren't they? There's particularly those games with the teams around you.
I understand your question, but you mentioned two. You mentioned Burnley and Forest.
Forest, yeah.
Okay, after Forest, we have a West Ham. I don't see what is the difference to play this game or to play with Burnley. I understand the question. The teams that they are around us or behind us and all that stuff, but we don't see the games in this way. We see completely different. Each game for us is a chance for us to perform the best way we can and to improve and to fight for the points and to add points for us. We don't make any difference. But I understand your question, but we don't make any difference.
What's your view on the job that Gary O'Neill's done since going into Wolves? He arrived just a few days before the opening weekend of the season.
Yes, it's true. Not enough time probably to prepare the first game against Man United, I think. Yes.
It was that weekend. Yeah.
And of course, he's in a process. He's doing the things that for sure he he prepares the team to do it. Of course, as I said to you, some important wins for them at home, some good games away from home as well. Some wins in the last minutes of the games, and always important, how gives the teams confidence, like the one against Tottenham, the game away against Bournemouth as well, the way they won that game. Some late goals that gives always the trust in the process, the resilience to keep going, and of course they are confident right now, and we respect that. We know that Gary is doing a good job. Last season he did well at Bournemouth too, and of course we know well what they are capable to do. Is up to us to try to do better than them.
In that recent win against Tottenham, they looked a side well organised, well drilled by Gary O'Neill. Are they a side, if you overcommit, they have the ability to hurt you?
No, they have quality, definitely. But as I said before, like any team in Premier League, is not going to be different than the other teams. If you are not at your best level, if you are not at top, if you are not really on the game, any team at this level can punish.
Thank you.
Any further broadcasts? So, do you have anything for TV?
Can I ask just one thing? Marco, it's very easy to sit down, you and I have talked privately about this, about like Mitrovic gone and not scoring enough goals, but is there anything else about the way the team's not quite functioning, disregarding the shortage of goals, that you're looking to improve on Monday and the weeks ahead?
No, we have to. I don't mention. I don't like to go in this easiest way to or this excuse. My job is much more than that. To talk that okay, we lost a player that, of course, was so important for us and for me. The way we lift him to the level that he can play, that never played in Premier League before and never scored so amount of goals. But okay, but it's not my job to do it. I don't like to go in this direction really. You have 3 strikers in our squad. We have to work with them. We have to create chances for the strikers to score goals as well. We have to be stronger as a team. That is clear. Many things to improve. I know that is the easiest talk about. Okay, they lost one player and that's it. But for me, it's more than that, and my job is much more than that. And clear, as you said, try to improve for the Monday game, and after from the others that come ahead. Because as I said before, and when I analyzed, for example, the last game against Villa, for example, or the some games before, or the last month, even if we played against very, very good sides, of course, some things there is not because the striker or not. We did something that we have to do better, and performance-wise, we have to perform better.
You've kind of answered a little bit of this question I was going to ask you, because I was going to suggest that before the international break you had quite a tough run in terms of the teams you were playing against: Tottenham, Brighton, Manchester United, Aston Villa. But you feel that even though the opponents were quite tough, you felt that some of your performances weren't as good as you would have liked?
Yeah, I'm the first one, is the way I analyze our team, in the way I want to perform, and of course clear, as I said to you, probably we have had some good spells during that games, and all of us agree our reaction, for example, our second half at Brighton was at very, very good level. First half, unfortunately for us, was not good, or first half I have to say that Brighton played better than us because they have the quality to do it. Was the same against Tottenham, and the only game that I felt the team really there from the beginning, I have to repeat, was against Man United. From the beginning until the end, we are the best team on the pitch. But again, this type of details that in football make all the difference, and to be strong in both boxes. At the end, Man United scored a goal in the last minutes of the game, and it's something that we have to improve. Clear, to be strong in both boxes, and because some things we are doing well, if I can say, clear. As always, things to improve there. Some new players in the squad to adjust for the process, to improve with the process as well. I think is a normal situation for us as a club, and that's it. But clear, we have to improve.
After this international break, can you see this as something of a reset, perhaps?
I don't like to look in this way. Why a reset is we analyze and we have to improve certain things, and some things we have to keep because we are doing well. Other things clearly we have to improve and go in the direction that we want. That is to be closer to win football matches and and to trust really in our process to make us to play at the level that we already played this season, and most of the times we played last season.
Is there something special about an evening game at Craven Cottage under the lights?
It's always good. It's always a good feeling. The players, they like it. The fans, I know that they like as well. Let's hope a great environment in our stadium, great atmosphere in our stadium, because you are going to need it. And they can play a key part on it. They can be a key part for us to win the game, because we playing our part ourselves, and the fans doing their part as well. Of course, this connection can be really strong for us to win the game.
There's something about players against their former clubs, isn't there? Do you hope that you see that from Raul Jimenez on Monday?
Yes, let's hope. It's always special. Of course, Adam, unfortunately, is not going to be in the game. If not, he's going to be the second player in these conditions. But of course, let's hope. I think it was good for the last game for Raul in individual point of view. A quite good performance, but the goal that he scored was an important one for him. Of course, unfortunately, he went straight away for the national team. Started with the team this morning, and let's hope he can, him or Vini, let's see who is going to start to be in a good night and can help the team to win.
One player who is scoring goals at the moment is Anthony Robinson. I don't know if you saw him on international duty. What did you make of his goals and his celebrations?
About celebration, is not new. It's something that we know that, of course, he's not scoring often goals, and because that we didn't see so many celebrations like that from him. But it's normal. It's something that he likes to do it. About the goals, of course, as you expect, I saw it. Players, they are in the national teams, but we are always following them, and we are always aware of everything what they do there. And it was important for him, for sure. Gives confidence that he needs. Really, is a player that really need to have more confidence to perform better, because the last few games they are being tough for him.
Can I just establish one thing? Is Palinha available, or is he suspended?
No, he's suspended.
He's suspended. Okay, that's a big blow, isn't it?
It's what it is. It's part of the journey of the season, and he's going to be out. Another player is going to play.